Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Nite of Misfortune, no longer congested as a, dolphin. I don't know. I can't, I can't get metaphors. Okay, I'm joined once again by my lovely cast for Dice of Misfortune. This is our total episode 35, I believe, but our fifth one that we're actually streaming. So exciting things. We have our full cast here today. Let's introduce ourselves, I guess. Again, we're again doing this in Discord, so we're just gonna go down the Discord list, starting with Biko.
Yeah, I'm Pico, the lovable alcoholic halfling monk.
There
That's
we go.
totally not weird in any way.
All right, Bloom.
Hi, I'm Bloom. I asked too many questions, and that's about it.
All right, Don.
I'm Don, and I get really emotional.
All
irrational. You might say irrational.
right.
Tomato.
And then Varys and Dreer.
Hi, I'm Varys. I'm a simple man. Ain't much to say.
And Dreer.
Hi, I'm Dreyer, and I'm really good at death magic stuff.
Good at killing people. And finally, we have Kaylin.
Hi, I'm Ruby, and I play Kaylin, the incredibly confused tiefling cleric.
And I am Dimitri, your dungeon master, as always. For better or for worse, I guess. All right, so today's session is gonna pick up where we always pick up, with a couple of things we like to do. The first of which, I believe, is a dice roll to see who does the recap, and then the pulling of the card. So we're going to exclude David from this one, I think, or Biko from this one, because his throat is not allowing him to speak that much, and he probably doesn't have... Didn't you do it last time?
I think I did.
Yeah, so we can exclude
Where
you from this
Dawn
one.
has done it twice in a row, so
That's because
Alright.
Dawn is equipped to do it. It's been a long time since I've been on here. I don't remember how to roll the dice.
Forward
R
slash.
1d20.
Yeah, there you go. And then
What
I
was
space.
can make it
Double
go with you
bracket.
though. If you want to do the recap, you don't have to roll the dice.
Wow, you drive a hard bargain, but slash what? I'm sorry. Oh,
Forward slash R space 1d20.
okay. You've got to be kidding me.
All right. So,
I mean, you never know. It could be worse.
well, did Dreyer roll?
She's feeding the pups real quick.
Okay.
Let me check and see if she wants me to roll for her. Okay. I'm rolling.
go on.
All right. Well, Bloom.
Okay. So
As always, feel free to help her out.
last time, I almost said last week. Last week on Nights of Misfortune. No. So last time was a biggie, and we started out coming out of kind of our big Halloween episode. So we had spent so much time trying to solve this puzzle, and we made it out of the kind of dungeon area and started trying to walk out into the clearing, and then all of these bad guys started showing up trying to fuck with us. There was a house with, okay, I don't know any of these names, so Nick or my good friends over there are gonna have to help me. But there was a house with chicken
Nick.
legs that and a lady in it, and she had some minions with her. And then Rob showed up, and then we had some, I believe they were vampires, show up.
Count
And
Ambrosio.
yes. And then we had another group of bad guys, I think, right? There were 4 groups.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And we were like, ooh, fuck. They really want this rune that we had just spent an entire session trying to retrieve. So we were like, fuck, what do we do? Because all of these bad guys want them, but they also hated each other. So then Bloom and Ruby used the box that Rob gave us, and we kind of tricked everyone into thinking we gave them the rune when we did not. And then Rob teleported us back to his tower, even though he told us that was impossible. And then we got back to the tower and spent a very long time trying to decide what to do and decide whether we should trust Rob. Dawn made that more difficult by throwing a hissy fit and trying to murder Rob.
Whoa.
And then
I
Rob,
resemble that.
and then Rob was essentially threatening him to kind of get power over us, and it was kind of a cluster. And then he was knocked unconscious, and Drayer and Varys had one job, which was to keep Dawn asleep, but they did not succeed. And while that was happening, Bloom and Biko and Kaylin were talking to Rob, getting more information, and essentially we found out that we have to stop the final fist from destroying any more runes. And also we need to find these objects that will help Rob recreate the runes that have already been destroyed. And also Minnie might know how to fix the magic, but we're not sure about that. And we decided to go to King's Hold to talk to someone who might know where to find an object that'll help us rebuild a rune. And so Rob gave us the information for these teleport stone things.
Stone circles.
Stone circles. And we negotiated with Dawn to keep her from killing Rob on the spot and gave her her memory potion, but who knows if she's going to take it. And then we jumped in the circle, and we have I think we got to King's Hold. I don't know if we know we're there. I don't remember that part, but yes, that's what we did.
Did you do that without notes?
Yes.
Good job. That was awesome.
Why there were no.
Yeah, you don't need notes. There you go. That was good. Yeah, I think that
Thank
hit
you.
the big points of last session. We did not get to King's Hold. We ended up right after you guys teleported in to the stone circle. So that's what we'll pick up. But before we do that, I believe, Biko, you got the cards for our poll? Or all right, cool. So we're going to do our traditional, fortune teller poll?
Some kind of tarot card.
Tarot card. Yeah, there you go.
It's dark and you can't see a fucking thing. Get your head out of your ass pronto. Which I think is specifically directed at people who have an incorrect opinion of Rob, but that's just my understanding of it.
We can figure out who those people are at a later time.
Who knows who you're talking about?
And last time I believe we left off with everybody leveling up to level 10, so our overlay should be updated. We did some minor character things, which you should probably see, but that's just something we reworked. As you guys know, we have a little bit more of a loose rule set, I suppose, and we don't like to stick solely to the rules. We have a whole homebrew file, but anyway, so that's what it is, and we'll start off with our characters jumping through the stone circle portal, all safe and sound, with their friend Zior and a triplet now, because they started off with 6, but half of the undead horses did perish through the teleport, and they emerge on the other side with the city of King's Hold on their right side, about maybe 4 or 5 miles away to the west of where you're standing.
Trip.
I'd like very exhaustively kind of just look over at the city and point towards it. Is that where we're headed?
Varys stands up confidently, brushes some dust off of his cloak. Yeah, that's it, Don. I think she's about 4 or 5 miles away, just judging by happenstance.
What is this town again?
That right there, that's King's Hold.
Oh, the capital.
Oh, I don't know that I've ever been there. Is there a king there?
Well, yeah. Funny that you should mention that. I actually don't know why it's called King's Hold. They don't necessarily hold a king there, but I'm sure there is a king somewhere around. Anyways, it's irrelevant. It's a nice little town.
Do they have anywhere that we could rest, maybe, for the night?
Oh, absolutely. We can definitely rest because I can understand that some of us are pretty tired. I look around the group.
Go ahead and make a perception check for me, 2 of you. Probably Varys and one other one.
All right, rolling terrible. Varys rolls a 13.
Anybody else want to roll?
I guess I will.
Bloom does, but she can't figure out her sheet.
Oh, okay. I can wait.
So you can,
No.
on your sheet where it says perception in that big box, you can just click the word perception and it will roll it for you.
Did you want me to wait?
Jair, it's okay. Go ahead. I guess nothing this time.
All right. So Varys and Drayer, you guys notice first in the distance, right outside the walled city of King's Hold, you notice a large amount of tents. And Varys, you probably would realize kind of the structure, formation, and the banners that are floating across it. It seems to be that an army that's camping out outside of the walls, the city walls, and the banners are bear the crest of Kingdom of Eldentide. So they're all blue with the golden crown on top of them. And on the path, kind of next to Avon River, which goes towards Nasus, you see a very large amount of people just kind of slowly making their way on the path. There's carts and so forth, indicating that there's some kind of caravan of people or a migration of people happening from King's Hold towards the east. And Jair, as you look around, you also notice stray patrols with the similar banners of King's Hold or Kingdom of Eldentide. But you also notice amongst them some individuals wearing these dark robes with purple cross stitching, and underneath wearing kind of this leatherish armor. And if you point these guys out, the party that I've encountered or the party members that encountered the purple vanguard would recognize these to be as amongst the ranks. And you also spot as here and there these reddish portals opening up, or these reddish energy balls that you guys have encountered previously opening up here and there. And when they do, these purple-robed individuals approach these energy fields and essentially collapse them or close them or make them disappear. And they just kind of continue patrolling around the city in this manner.
Okay.
And that is what you see.
For Theater of the Mind, I just want to check also with the DM here.
Mm-hmm.
Can our viewers see whenever I ping things?
Yeah, they can see it.
Okay. So my question, just so that I'm understanding correctly, we have the army moving from Kingshold to Nasus.
No, the army is kind of camped out, like the tents are camped out right outside the walls of King's Hold. And then there's a migration of carts and random people, not army. They don't look like army individuals. They look like regular citizens just making their way from King's Hold towards Nasus.
I see. Just ignore that block of blue that I just moved into the ocean.
From where we're at, can I tell what the Purple Vanguard are doing to collapse the balls of energy? Are they doing something specific?
No, it's too far to tell specifically what they're doing. You just notice that when they approach, they kind of appear to cast something or concentrate on the field of energy, and then the field of energy disappears.
Said, let's go over there.
Yes. Yeah, when I see this, I want to motion to everyone.
I relay all of the information to the party as well, from what I
Yes.
can see.
Yeah. So you guys, with your horses. So how do you arrange the horses? I guess because you only have 3 left, and you have 7 party members at this point.
Bloom and Biko can ride on
Who
one
looks
horse.
the roughest? I look
Dawn
pretty
does.
rough.
I
Dawn.
probably would.
Pretty rough.
I don't talk to Dawn though. I don't pay attention to Dawn.
Dawn, are you okay? Do you need to get on a horse?
I won't get on one of these horses. No, I'll walk.
Okay. What if you were carried?
Oh look.
All right. Well, Don, if you're not going to get on a horse, then I'm getting on a horse.
Or someone can carry me, or if we can get a cart, I can lay in the cart.
So Draeer really wants to know what's happening with the balls of energy, so she starts heading that way.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess you guys pretty much have to keep at the pace of regular on foot, because unless you want to split up.
It's actually even less. My speed is halved right now, so 15.
Yeah. But since the region is relatively flat, that's how you were able to kind of see so far. You're spotted by one of these essentially patrols going around, and sooner or later they approach you with one of these purple sages, and one of the riders asks you or shouts out to you about half a mile away. Hoy there, halt. Identify yourself.
My name's Draeer.
You guys can hear it a half mile away.
No, they continue riding up, so they approach and they say, and what brings you to these lands, Dreer?
We're planning on going to the town. King's Hold?
Well, you should know there's an evacuation in process.
Oh, why is that?
Tarask. Please say it's the Tarask.
It's actually a Leviathan. No.
Let's go.
He says, well, you haven't heard? Where did you come from, Dreer? What?
Well,
Never
isn't
seen.
that a question?
Are you an elf? Are you a dark elf?
Yes, I am. Well,
A lot of questions.
I'm a Haon, actually.
A what?
A Haon.
I don't
You know,
know
like-
what that is.
Well, that's what I am. What were you saying, Bloom?
I was just saying that this man has a lot of questions for someone who hasn't, given any information about who he is.
Oh,
This is
excuse me. Obviously, you cannot see
Who
my
I am.
uniform, but I'm a lieutenant with the King's Army,
Hello,
second division.
Lieutenant with the King's Army.
And you should know, obviously, as I told you, you are not allowed in the city unless you have special permission.
Well, why aren't we allowed in the city again?
Oh, right. You're not from here. Well, there's appears to have been some disturbances that make the area unsafe.
That's vague.
huh.
Do you have anything less vague than that?
Well, they started appearing roughly 3 weeks ago, and there appear to be some kind of magical disturbances.
So how do we get special permission?
Well, you can see one of the captains to see if they will let you through, but more than likely they'll turn you around. It's really
Well, we
unsafe
won't
in
know.
there. I would advise against anybody approaching there. That's why we got this whole army stationed here to protect the citizens in case something comes out.
In the middle of this conversation, Don's just laying down.
Do you think something is going to come up? Like something aggressive?
Well, these magical disturbances have also oftentimes come with creatures emerging from them. These creatures are deadly, to say the least, and these magical disturbances also have the ability to envelop whole buildings or blocks of buildings, devastating everything they touch.
While he's talking, out of nowhere, Varys is just like, Lieutenant of the King's Army.
Name's Ron.
As you can... Okay. Ron. Now, look, my name's Varys.
His name is Ron without.
My friends
with
here,
the
as
King's
you can
Army.
see, I'm sorry, what was that, Biko?
So his name is Ron with the King's Army. Got it.
Ron's with the King's Army. Okay. My bad, sir. Ron with the King's Army, Lieutenant. Now, as you can see, we're pretty exhausted, and we have business in King's Hold. They're expecting us there, and we are familiar with these disturbances. I guess that's multiple for disturbances.
Dreyer just like nods along, like, what the heck?
And so, we've got business. So, if you're the Lieutenant Ron of King's Army, that means that the King, that's who we need to talk to, right? That's your boss.
No, the king won't see you, but you can see Captain Vaughn.
Well, my name's Varys.
Well, nice to meet you, Varys.
Nice to meet you too, Ron. So we'll see the King.
You can try.
That's
I
what I'm
would
requesting.
start at the captain, my friend.
Okay, we'll start at the captain then.
All right, well, don't cause too much trouble and watch yourselves. As I said, the area is not safe.
Now, hold on. As you can see, we've got a fellow that's on the ground here. Is there nothing we can do? She is exhausted.
What do you want me to do about it?
Well, I mean, if I recall, protect and preserve, right?
Certainly. So
I just like raise a hand. Don't worry about me. I'll just take a nap. Just make sure I'm alive.
I look down at Don. We can't go on without you, Don. I'll never leave you.
We gotta keep patrol going. You guys have a nice day. And they start riding off.
Wait, hold on. How do we talk to the captain?
Just ask for Captain Vaughn once you get close to the encampment. They'll stop you before then.
Varys repeats Captain Vaughn 3 times out loud.
Wait, so there's Lieutenant Ron and Captain Vaughn? What about Corporal John?
It appears so. Says Zero.
Oh. Trying to figure out who that was.
Hello. Y'all are muted, by the way. All right. So yeah, they ride off.
And I guess we start going back towards King and just yelling Captain's name.
So you begin to approach the encampment, yelling out Captain Vaughn, and you're approached by another set of soldiers that are on foot this time. And they appear to be monitoring the immediate perimeter of this encampment. And they stop you and say, "Oi, why are you shouting?"
Well, your lieutenant back there didn't give us very much information, so
What are you doing here?
we're looking for Captain Vaughn.
Captain Vaughn?
You're the person in charge.
Probably the king.
And why should Captain Vaughn see you? He doesn't simply see anybody.
Well, Lieutenant Ron told us that we should ask for Captain Vaughn and that he would take care of us, so we are doing what we were told.
What business do you have with Captain Vaughn?
We want to see if there's special permission to be able to enter the city of Kingshold, because apparently there's weird things happening and we might have some information about it. Can we please see Captain Vaughn?
Now, wait a second. Did you just say Juan?
Captain
I
Vaughn.
don't know what came out of my mouth.
No. I'm talking about him because Ron sent us to see Vaughn, and I think he just said Juan.
Wait, you want to see John?
Oh,
Did someone
boy.
say Don?
Half exhausted,
No,
fucking Don.
You're tired. We're trying to figure
Zior
out
says-
if we can see.
Zior says, "Oh boy, this is why the human military is inferior to the Shen." What did you say? Oh, nothing. Carry on, human friend. We need to see Captain Juan, is what the little one is trying to say. Make a persuasion check, Ruby. The guard says, "Well,
17.
you are in luck today. He's not terribly busy. I shall show you to his tent." And